Hey, what is up everybody? How are you guys doing? Thanks for checking out this video. Any support is awesome. I didn't really want to make this video because I've been in a good mood lately, but kind of a negative video. So really the point of it is you can't handle the truth. That's what the government thinks of the United States. Are they right? Yeah, they probably are. I think if they were to actually come out and say it like it is, we would flip the hell out. Every country around the world is saying it like it is. The civilians of those countries can handle it. It's not going to really be their first rodeo. They know what's coming. They know how to prepare for it. And they're doing it. If you look at Russia, the back of the electric bill has prepping instructions. Everybody is saying World War III is here. And they're preparing for it. But the United States, good old Joe, good old Trump, everybody is saying, nothing to see here, nothing to worry about. Now, we can't handle the truth. A couple things here. One, we have war gamed a war with China many, many times. Publicly, now take this with a grain of salt because I was not at the table, but they have come out publicly and said, we don't win. We lose every single scenario that we go to war with China. Is it true? I don't know. That's what I've heard. China, I was just watching Fox News yesterday or 2 days ago, something like that, and just happened to catch a clip that they were briefly, nonchalantly talking about China doing war games, China doing war planning right now. They're putting their pieces together. They're testing scenarios. They're doing all these things. Now, I haven't heard if, in their case, they win. I'm sure they probably do. But they are planning and preparing right now. Now, of course, they're talking about it being a war with China. A war with China and Taiwan. If they wanted to go in and take Taiwan, 2 days, they could take Taiwan. They are extremely large militarily, economically. They could mow down Taiwan like nothing. They are not war gaming and war planning for a war with Taiwan. It's the United States. And I think a lot of people know this. They don't want to admit it. They don't want to talk about it. They're like, I kind of realize things are going on around the world, but I don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about the bad things. That's the problem. Our government knows that. They're not going to tell it like it is. They're not going to tell us the truth. Now, if you want to find out a little bit about the truth, you have to dig in pretty hard to find this information about what they're talking about. Now, another thing about the truth is we are not really the good guys in the world. We basically dictate the whole world. We force everybody's hand, even in the West, to obey or be punished. Now, a lot of the world is starting to stand up against this. The creation of BRICS is a big example of standing up against the United States and, giving the United States these. Because it's hard to do that. If you do that, you're punished. Now, with the BRICS alliance, which is Brazil, Russia, China, India, South Africa, plus they've added on United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, Ethiopia, one or two more, not positive. But that is the main alliance. But they also have a lot of partnerships with other countries that all, have that passing by to the United States. It's starting to become apparent that a lot of the world does not like us and they're sick of our shit. They're sick of our military operations around the world, going into other countries, killing thousands of people to make a couple bucks, maybe get a couple pennies off a barrel of gas or cheaper grains or rare earth minerals or anything like that. They're tired of it. They're sick of it. They're sick of what we do. This whole woke agenda that's gone worldwide. People are fighting it. You know, you got a couple countries like, say, the UK, for instance. They're going along with it. But I also think it's because the United States projects fear into the West. They project fear into NATO. If you don't do this, you're going to be punished. You must buy our company's products like Raytheon and Lockheed Martin to arm yourself to go to war for the United States as a proxy. That ain't cool. You know, I mean, when you really sit there and think about what the United States does with the world, it ain't too cool. It wouldn't be cool if you were on the other side of it. Now, yes, I'm an American. I live in Missouri. I live in the heartland of the country where it seems like 80% of the people here are U.S. veterans. I believe in our country, our ideology, our military. I like this country. I'm proud to live here. I'm proud to be an American. But there's also a realized fact that what we do isn't good. You can even bring it back to us. Our government comes in, they take our money, they're taking more and more and more of our money through taxes, fees, regulations. They're cinching down on our First Amendment. I cannot come onto this YouTube platform and say what I want. There's hundreds of things that I could say that will have authorities at my front door very shortly. Regardless whether it's true, whether it's not true, our freedom of speech is crunched. Our freedom of right to bear arms is crunched. Our freedom of free justice is crunched. They put the same things back to us. You know, as the U.S. citizens, they're not treating us right either. Forcing us to go along with this whole woke agenda and green energy and whatever their ideology is, whether it's left, right, politically, it doesn't matter. They're against us as well. So obviously they're not going to tell us the truth. They fabricate a truth and make it sound as pleasing and joyful as possible. That we are from the government and we are here to help you. Now, when it comes back to conflict, I think the whole country realizes a conflict is coming. Nobody wants to realize the scale of what is going to happen. A couple people from the government have come out and said it. The Pentagon has come out and said that World War III is coming. You guys should get ready. Different agencies around the government have come out about it. Thanksgiving, they put out a little public service announcement to maybe get a little prepared. Maybe just start prepping a little bit. But they did it during Thanksgiving. Who's going to watch it during Thanksgiving? Zero. Nobody. They plan it this way. So they can go back and say, well, we said this, you know, kind of clear their legalities and stuff like that or whatever, you know, just so they can say that they said it maybe. I don't know. But it's coming. We have wargamed with China multiple times, at least in the public realm of information. We have wargamed against China many times, and we lose every single time. I am not sure if this is one-on-one, the United States with China, or if it is NATO against the Eastern Alliance, East versus West. I'm not sure how they do it. I would expect that they would do East versus West because they know the alliances of China and Russia and the United States and the UK and stuff like that. They know what we have and what they have at their disposal as far as power in the military. But we lose every single time. That's a scary, scary ass thought if you know that a world conflict is coming, if you know World War III is coming, if you know that China is eventually going to invade Taiwan. It's come out recently as well that China is doing war gaming and war planning for the upcoming war with China, in China, with Taiwan. Now, I think you know that it is not about Taiwan. They are wargaming against the United States. Now, they have not actually come out and said whether it's a positive outcome or a negative outcome, but they're in a position, they're in a historical position They're in a current military, political position, economic position to just possibly win. Now, the government can't come out and say, you can't handle the truth. They can't come out and say the way things are really going. They can't say that we're the bad guys projecting our ideologies on countries around the world that don't want it, that don't want anything to do with it. Forcing countries to use military and on our behalf. Forcing countries to have a woke ideology or be punished with tariffs or any other means. There's a lot of stuff that we do around the world that is not liked. Even in the West, we have Turkey trying to leave NATO. We have countries that are just saying, no, we're sick of this crap. France has done it. We have countries in NATO that are kind of sticking their middle fingers up in the United States. And of course, you have the Middle East, which is every single country to the United States. Lots of middle fingers going up against the U.S. Everybody in the East, plus Mexico, Cuba, Venezuela, all these other countries that have never liked us, that are not going to like us, and they will side with the East in a heartbeat. Now, another thing is, most people don't think that we can be attacked. I have friends, ex-military, even my girlfriend is a vet. Nobody really seems to think that we can be attacked. And I think this has been an ideology, I guess, that has been, excuse me. This is an ideology, I think, that has been pounded into the United States civilians, people, military, everybody, always, that we are untouchable. We can't be attacked. If you look at U.S. being attacked, do a search on YouTube. And it is pretty much all how we cannot be attacked. How we have, Mexico and Canada and the two gigantic oceans and nobody can even get close. We just had drones flying over New York City. Not New York City, New Jersey. Not toy DJI drones. These were aircraft, remotely controlled. Couple things about it, in my opinion, they had lights on it. I don't think they weren't trying to hide, but they also weren't just a couple teenagers out having a good time. As a drone pilot myself, I know for a fact, as soon as I lift off of the ground, the FAA knows my registration number, they know my drone, they know where I am, how far I'm flying, how high I'm flying, speed, every bit of information that I get on my screen, the FAA knows. If I break the rules, they're sitting at my front door in a couple days with a nice little fine, and they know. So just being that the fact that they do not know exactly who the pilots are of these drones tells me that it is not from the United States. They could be controlling it from wherever in the world. We had the balloons coming across. We have terrorist cells. We have sleeper cells. We have tons of Chinese coming across that have come across the border. The border doesn't even really matter now. The damage is so far done that I don't even care at this point. Way too late to the game to try to fix it. But we have all these people from Russia, the Middle East, everywhere that do not like us in our country, probably here to do us harm, to do us damage. So to think that we cannot be attacked, I can give you 50 reasons right now on how we can be attacked to cripple our lifestyle, cripple our way of life. Now, just as a little frickin' peon living in Missouri, I can figure this out. I can see this. Not including, information from the CIA, deep state, and our government, and intel and stuff like that. They know. And they've actually come out and said it to some extent that, yeah, we're going to have some serious shit go down here. As the United States and civilians of the U.S. and Americans, we live in a bubble. The rest of the world knows what's going on. We just want to worry about whether Starbucks has their peppermint mocha. They want us to have an easy life. They want us to be fat and happy. And they're doing a dang good job at it. It's hard to look at a situation, walk past the situation of the obvious, and pull back the curtain and look at what's going on behind the scenes. We have to do that though. If you're in the preparedness community, survivalist, if you're just stumbling across this video, realize that is what you have to do, because they pull a blanket over our eyes for the safety of us. Because we would lose our shit if we realized that, yeah, our country is about to end as we know it. We are about to be destroyed on so many levels that we can't even comprehend the pain, suffering, destruction that's coming our way. We can't handle the truth. And they're probably right. But if you're in the preparedness community, you need to look past the smoke and mirrors that the U.S. government's laying down on us and try to find out the truth. Try to see what's going on out there and what's going to be coming down the pipeline. Now, yeah, there's somebody walking down the hallway right now with holding a fan and a big old pile of dung right now, and they're about to go, pow. Shit is going to hit the fan. And there isn't anything we can do about it. There isn't anything that we can do to stop it. And it is going to absolutely shock the entire world when it happens. But it is coming. We are going to be attacked. We are not the good guys. We have a majority, a lot of the world geographically against us. We got a lot of people that are coming for the U.S. and yeah, we can't handle it. So they're sick of our crap. It's coming, folks. So didn't really want to make this video. It's been over the holiday season. I took a little bit of time off of YouTube, Thanksgiving. Hopefully everybody had a great Thanksgiving. My birthday was the day before Thanksgiving, so that was pretty cool. It's always a good little time of year. We got Christmas coming up right around the corner. Things are pretty good. I'm happy. I'm not really in the mood to make negative videos about prepping, about, shit hitting the fan, basically. But had to get this one out. I was basically at work and I'm thinking about all these things. Like, so many people just don't know what is coming. It's going to make it that much worse. And all I can do is try to put a little information out there to hopefully make maybe one person think a little bit about how bad things can get and to maybe prepare. So I know a lot of people are in the preparedness mindset to watch these videos. There's preppers from all around the world, which is really cool to see that on my analytics. But it's coming. It is coming. So we are not immune. We are not untouchable by any means. I'm rambling on now, so... but it's been great. I haven't wanted to put out a negative video. I've been in a good mood, so hope everybody's in a good mood. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. If for some reason I don't put out another video before Christmas, Merry Christmas to everybody. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. They're going to have a great Christmas. Maybe, hopefully, you got a couple prepping items coming your way. So, all right, I will leave it with that. Till next time, I'll talk to you again soon, shortly, hopefully, and peace.